So, Ronan,
Yep.
we watched some garbage today.
Yeah. I thought the first half, you take that first half and the first half against Charlotte. Those are the two best halves we played all season.
I agree with you. I thought that we
Yeah.
actually looked pretty good for 45.
So, I mean, what happened is, we both came out in the same setups to start the second half. And 59th minute, Philadelphia's like, we can't do this anymore.
Correct.
They go from a 3 at the back to a 2, and they score 3 minutes later. It's not a coincidence. Like, Jim Curtin's just good.
Jim Curtin's good. He also has Ollie Bedoya to come off the bench.
Yeah, and like, you can, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I know I said May 18th on here before.
Yeah.
Nothing going on right now is sustainable.
Wow.
Like,
Wow.
But I do want to make clear, like, our issues don't immediately vaporize if a certain someone or someone's plural are let go. Like, it still requires hiring the right person or people.
Yeah.
Of which, like, there aren't too many available right now. Like, if you want to talk managers, you got Bruce Arena, who may or may not be cleared by the league. The last I heard, he was supposed to be, like, he had done all the training and just hadn't officially been reinstated.
Okay.
So, assuming he's clear, he's available. Dome Tarrant, he won with CFG scouting. We don't have that.
Okay.
Ronnie Dyler won MLS Cup with CFG scouting. We don't have that. Gio Savarese isn't really much of an upgrade. Like,
Savarese is not an upgrade.
Like, those are all good coaches, but like, if you want to take the jump into that upper tier of the East, which is the most difficult conference in the league,
yeah, that's right. So,
like,
yeah.
Your options are more limited than I think people realize. And like, it's easy to knee jerk and say that 2 people potentially should be let go tonight, but sure, we could do that, but our issues just don't evaporate like that.
Right.
It's important to think about that.
And so, yeah, there would be 2 questions. One would be replacement, and the other one would be, and replacement is probably a longer term question, but who would be the interim? Steve Guppy? Everybody. Or you just say clean house? Clean house? Somebody's reacting.
Like, you've got to keep at least one of them. You know what I mean? Like,
or do we go chase down Dax McCarty and just say, look, we know that we screwed you, and you just come back and coach us now?
No. But like, we have several problems in coaching, in talent acquisition, in scouting, and those problems just don't go away with one person or 2 people. So while I am starting to think that nothing going on in any aspect of this club right now is sustainable long term, I just need people to understand that doesn't evaporate the problems.
So chopping at the head of the head of this institution is not going to change that.
Gary Smith and Mike Jacobs. Like, okay,
was there a question?
No, you all knew who I was talking about. I wasn't trying to mince words or nothing. But like, let's say they're gone tonight.
Yeah. Okay.
We still have a midfield that doesn't really have a ball progressor other than Anibal Godoy.
I think that Amar Sadic is somebody who shows that he can do it. He just needs the time.
The 2 times he's been in, that brother's been awful. Like, I'm sorry. He looked good against Mocha, but everybody looked good against Mocha. Okay, he hadn't been awful, but he hadn't been good. He hadn't been good. He hadn't been good. But like, we still have that midfield. We still have a center back that's been frozen out. I don't know if anybody caught this when Lucas McNaughton went down for a minute or so in the first half. It was not Jack Mayer warming up. It was Brent Coleman.
What?
It was Brent Coleman.
What?
No. So
what?
Like, look, if Jack's just in the doghouse, Jack's in the doghouse. Like, it is what it is. But like, you've got a center back room you've got to figure out, because when Walker's not there, they just don't have the calmness that they normally do. You have one right back on the roster who's currently injured.
Yeah, and nobody else who can play right back. I mean, they were throwing Alex into that spot.
You have 3 strikers, but only 2 of them can play up here because you don't have an international spot open that you may not find this season. You assume that you do at some point, but whatever. If they really wanted it, they'd buy it today. You've got 2 players in Randall Leal and Sean Davis who are getting paid a lot of money for production.
Not playing or playing garbage.
Production. They're making $2 million combined. You know, there's a lot more problems than just those two people that I think a lot of people overlook because, oh, we're losing games, we're drawing games. It's easy to throw that out because that's just the easiest thing to do in sports is just change the coach.
Change the coach. So in terms of if things stay the same,
Yeah.
Gary's in, Mike Jacobs is in.
Yep.
We're not clearing house with players. What's something that can be done? What's a change in lineup progression? What thing can change by the next game that doesn't require reshuffling the deck?
Walker Zimmerman and Tyler Boyd got to be healthy. I think the plan is right now for both of them to be back after the bye week.
Okay.
So, but both of them have to be there.
Both of them have to be there. Walker absolutely,
because
positively. Because nobody back there knows how to pass the ball forward. That aside from just a boot and run over the top. That's it.
And look, I love the front three we rolled out. I like it, but we had one winger on the field.
Where's Mackenzie Gaines? Why can't he play?
See, that's a hard one because where do you fit him? Because he plays this. He's a left-sided winger, just like Schaffelberg.
Yeah, Jacob could have come off. Jacob could have come off in the last 20.
I thought he played good.
I thought he played great for the first 70 minutes. He could have.
And I'd like to let everybody know. I called it 2 weeks ago that we would score goals from across because Philly gives up so much possession in there.
You did. I remember.
So I was right there. I just
crossplay
forgot to consider the fact that we would
give
blow
up
another
too.
lead. Yeah.
We stink. We stink on corners. Okay.
Just not very good.
Okay. Ronan.
Yeah.
Good. All right. That was garbage. That was all